I think you used the word cathartic way too much. I kind of believe that I don't really know anything about cathartic, but I mean it's just the idea is something that you kind of it's something you do to deal with problems. It's a process of dealing with a problem, um, dealing with emotions, dealing with things you have no control over. Um, it's an escape. It's an it's a process of escape, of disowning, um, of of separating yourself from the things that you have no control over. And prayer is part of that. Prayer is a way of doing that. Meditation would be in silence. Some people try to control their brain by clearing out all of their thoughts and just thinking about the world around them and exploring the silence, which is like something that I think Buddhists do. Um, I don't think I could do that because my brain is just way too active. So the way I deal with it is by the mystery of exploring ideas. And then it's because the reason why I can do it at all is because I don't have a stressful, pressured environment. I don't work. I'm not employed by cruel people. I've got something of the sort in a different form, and it's more just kind of the cruel thing is it's basically myself being super critical of myself and not really having much to do. And this is how I deal with that. Uh, the other thing is putting up playlists, but the job that I end up doing is kind of helping the people around me. Somebody said how do I think it was I forgot who it was that said this, but it said um, how do you it was like how do you find your lifestyle or something? How do you find uh, your life or whatever? And it says what you do is you turn to the person on your left and the person on your right, and you look after them, and you've solved the problem. That's how you find your life is by taking care of the people around you, and that's essentially what Jesus is saying. Is he just relinquish your dreams, kind of you relinquish your searching in the world to to experience a sort of a dream, because once you get there you might find out it isn't what it was summed up to be. So the imagination is going to be so much better for you than actually pursuing the dream, because you may get there and um, get completely disgusted by it. Um, I would leave it up to documentarians to let you know what's going on in that space rather than pursuing it. Or you could pursue it and then you have to deal with all these other issues. I mean, I've kind of been there, done that in a way. Um, but the good thing was is that I didn't really carry it out to the more destructive approach of it, which is drinking alcohol and taking drugs to get back your privacy. I'll probably have something like that, but I kind of doubt it. Uh, and even if I did, then I probably would just lock myself in the room and order takeout and use a VR headset like 24 hours. And the paparazzi would be like looking for me everywhere, and they wouldn't find me, and they'd probably find me in my room sitting in my chair kind of in one place pretty much the entire time, and then coming to realization there's nothing exciting about taking pictures of a person sitting in a chair with a VR headset on. And that's probably something the celebrities could think about doing when confronted with paparazzi. Because you got a VR headset on, they take your photo. How in the world can they tell it's you? I mean, how can they in the world can anybody tell it's you? And this is another one to try on for size, a VR headset that has cameras on it, and you can do pass through and walk around in the reality. It's almost the same as walking around with a motorcycle helmet on your head, but even better, you can still interact with the world outside. You're just going to be basically walking around with this VR headset on, and the paparazzi got nothing to take a picture of. And even if they got a picture of your face, you could use date faking and put out a whole lot of content out there that's got your face on it, and pretty much it's a little bit like that theory that people have about diamonds, that if there was a beach in Africa that had diamonds on it, that De Beers went out there and paved it over with cement. The idea is you can literally reduce the value of pictures of you by using a program to deep fake you, and then use it to just bombard the internet with pictures of yourself in various sorts of situations. Then whatever the paparazzi has out there is just not going to have any serious value. That's how you do that. You basically make it so that that pictures of you are no longer rare. And you could take pictures of yourself and then stick them into public domain or something. Let people produce all the content and stuff. And how would you ever be able to tell if something was real or not? And you know, how would the paparazzi be able to prove the authenticity of their photos, especially with deep faking around? There's only solutions.